everybody, and welcome to our story time today. My name's Viv and I work for the Hertfordshire Family Centre Service. And I'm here today to read you the story called A Squash and a Squeeze. And on the front cover we can see an old lady with a cow and a goat and a hen and a pig. So I'm expecting that in the story we're going to see all this. We're perhaps going to see these animals. The story is by Julia Donaldson and the illustrations, the drawings are done by Axel Scheffler. Let's open the book together. On the first page we can see a cow and a goat and a pig and a hen. And a cow and a goat and a pig and a hen. There's lots of animals. There's a whole line of pigs. Can you see them? And cows and goats and hen. A squash and a squeeze. Now I want you to do something for me when we're reading this book. Every time we say a squash and a squeeze, can we go a squash and a squeeze, a squash and a squeeze, a squash and a squeeze. See if you can do that with me. A squash and a squeeze. A little old lady lived all by herself, with a table and chair and a jug on the shelf. There's the jug, there's the little old lady, there's the table and there's the chair. A wise old man heard her grumble and grouse. There's not enough room in my house. Wise old man, won't you help me please? My house is a squash and a squeeze. Take your hen, said the wise old man. Taking my hen? What a curious plan. Well, the hen laid an egg on the fireside rug. There's the egg, there's the hen, there's the rug. And flapped around the room, knocking over the jug. Can we flap like the hen, flapping round the room? The hen has knocked over the jug. Oh, look, the little old lady is like, oh no, oh dear. Can you see her with the hen and the broken bits of jug on the floor? The little old lady cried, what shall I do? It was pokey for one and it's tiny for two. My nose has a tickle and there's no room to sneeze. My house is a squash and a squeeze. And she said, wise old man, won't you help me please? My house is a squash and a squeeze. What's going to happen next? Take in your goat, said the wise old man. Take in my goat? What a curious plan. Can you see her taking the goat? Well, the goat chewed the curtains and trod on the egg and then sat down to nibble the table leg. So the goat's eating the curtains. Oh dear. It's trodden on the egg and he's nibbling the table leg. The little old lady cried, "Glory be!" Look at her. She's, oh dear. She's going, oh dear. The little old lady cried, "Glory be! It was tiny for 2 and it's titchy for 3. The hen pecks the goat and the goat's got fleas. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." There she is with the hen and the goat. "Take in your pig," said the wise old man. "Take in my pig? What a curious plan." There's the pig. What does the pig say? What noise does the pig say? He says, "Oink, oink, oink, oink." So she took in her pig, who kept chasing the hen. The pig is chasing the hen and raiding the larder again and again. The pig is eating all the food in her larder. Oh dear. That's the picture of the pig eating all the food and giving it to the goat and the hen and the poor little old lady. The little old lady cried, "Stop, I implore. It was titchy for 3 and it's teeny for 4. There's 4 of them now. Even the pig in the larder agrees. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." What's the old man going to say? "Take in your cow," said the wise old man. "Take in my cow? What a curious plan." So she's putting the cow in the house now as well. Well, the cow took one look and charged straight at the pig, then jumped on the table and tapped out a jig. Can you see the cow? The cow is dancing on the table. Look, there's the pig and the hen and the goat and the little old lady. Look, there they all are. The little old lady cried, "Heavens alive! It was teeny for 4 and it's weeny for 5. I'm tearing my hair out and I'm down on my knees. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take them all out," said the wise old man. but then I'll be back where I first began. So he's talking to her. Can you see all the animals in the window? So she opened the window. Let's open the window. And out flew the hen. That's better. At least I can sneeze again. Achoo! Can you do that? Achoo! She shooed out the goat and she shoved out the pig. My house is beginning to feel pretty big. So the hen has gone out the window and the goat and the pig have gone out of the door, and suddenly her house is starting to feel big. She huffed and she puffed and she pushed out the cow. Just look at my house. It's enormous now. So the cow's gone too. Thank you, old man, for the work you have done. It was weenie for 5. Let's count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gigantic for 1. There's no need to grumble and there's no need to grouse. There's plenty of room in my house. She's shaking the old man's hand. Can we see some trees? Let's count the trees. 1, 2. Look, the old lady's really happy and she's dancing. And now she's full of frolics and fiddly-dees. She's dancing and saying fiddly-dees. It isn't a squash and it isn't a squeeze. Yes, she's full of frolics and fiddly-dees. It isn't a squash and it isn't a squeeze. So the little old lady is in her house and she's dancing by the window, and here say it with me, the cow and the hen and the pig and the goat are watching her, and there's the wise old man. Let's make the sounds that the animals make. Moo, says the cow. Cluck, 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 says the hen. Oink, oink, says the pig. Meh, meh, says the goat. Can you see them all? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. It isn't a squash and a squeeze anymore because it's just her back in the house and they're all outside. And that's the end of our story. And at the back, there's those animals again. There's the cow, moo, and the goat, meh, and the pig, oink, and the hen, cluck, cluck, and the cow, moo, and the goat, meh, and the pig, oink, oink, and the hen, cluck, cluck. So that's our story. And it was all about, let's do it one more time, a squash and a squeeze. Thank you for listening to our story. This afternoon we're going to have a rhyme time. We're going to sing songs, looking at pictures from the story. So please join us again then. Meanwhile, let's sing our goodbye song. It's time to say goodbye, it's time to say goodbye. We've had a lovely time, it's time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye, it's time to say goodbye. We've had a lovely time, it's time to say goodbye. Bye bye everybody. See you again soon. Thank you for listening.